Hey, Mia. Long time no see. How have you been?
Hi, Alex. Yeah, it's been ages. I've been good, just busy with work and family. You know how life goes.
I totally get it. Life sometimes feels like a roller coaster, doesn't it?
Absolutely. One day everything's calm, and the next day you're running around like a headless chicken.
Nice idiom. Running around like a headless chicken. That means being super busy and confused, right?
Exactly. I've had a lot going on lately. What about you? What's new?
Well, actually, something kind of big has been on my mind lately.
Oh, now you've got me curious. What's up?
I've been thinking a lot about marriage.
Oh, marriage. Wow, that's a big topic.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm not saying I'm getting married tomorrow or anything, but I've just been thinking about when the right time might be.
That's interesting. So, what made you start thinking about it?
I went to my cousin's wedding last weekend. Everyone was talking about how I might be next. You know how relatives are.
Oh, yes, I know that feeling. Family gatherings always turn into, when are you getting married sessions.
Exactly. My aunt literally said, "You're not getting any younger, Alex."
Classic. It's like people think marriage has an expiry date.
Right. And honestly, it got me thinking. Maybe it's time to start planning, or at least understanding what I really want.
That's a good way to look at it. Marriage isn't just about a big day, it's about a lifetime together.
True. But, sometimes it feels scary too. Like, what if I'm not ready?
That's perfectly normal. Nobody feels 100% ready. It's like jumping into the deep end. You just have to trust that you'll swim.
That's a good metaphor. So, what about you, Mia? Have you ever thought about marriage?
Honestly, yes and no. Sometimes I imagine what it would be like, the ceremony, the life after, but other times I just want to focus on my career.
Yeah. Finding balance between personal and professional life can be tricky.
Definitely. I believe marriage should happen when both people feel emotionally and mentally ready, not just because society expects it.
That's true. Marry in haste, repent at leisure, right?
Oh, that's an old saying. It means if you marry too quickly, you might regret it later.
Exactly. So I'm trying to be patient. But sometimes I wonder, how do you even know if you've found the one?
The $1 million question. Smiles. I think when you can be completely yourself with someone and still feel loved, that's a big sign.
That makes sense. Like when you don't have to pretend.
Yes, you can have silly fights, honest talks, and still feel like a team.
That sounds wonderful. But do you believe in arranged marriages?
That's a tough question. Some arranged marriages work beautifully, while some love marriages fail. I think it depends on the people, not the method.
True. My parents had an arranged marriage, and they're really happy.
That's nice. My parents had a love marriage, and theirs still going strong too. So I guess there's no one-size-fits-all formula.
Yeah, marriage is like cooking. Everyone has their own recipe.
I like that comparison. So, what's your recipe, Alex? What kind of person do you see yourself marrying?
I've thought about that a lot. I think I want someone kind, supportive, and easygoing. Someone who can make me laugh when life gets tough.
That's sweet. Laughter really is the glue that holds people together.
Exactly. What about you? What kind of partner do you dream of?
For me, it's about understanding. I want someone who listens, really listens, and shares both the good and the bad.
That's deep. I like that. Communication is key.
Totally. Without communication, even small problems become mountains.
Yeah, sometimes I feel people focus too much on the wedding day and forget about the marriage itself.
Oh, yes. The fancy dress, the decorations, the photos, all that lasts a day, but real marriage lasts a lifetime.
Exactly. It's like people plan more for the wedding cake than for the relationship.
That's so true. I saw a meme once that said, marriage is not about the party, it's about the partnership.
That's perfect. I should write that down.
You're really serious about this, huh?
I guess I'm just at that age where people start asking questions, and I don't want to rush into something I don't understand.
That's mature of you, Alex. Taking time to think is never a waste.
Thanks. You know, Mia, talking to you makes it all seem less stressful.
I'm glad. Sometimes a good chat can clear up a lot of confusion.
Yeah, and hey, I've learned a lot from your thoughts too.
Same here. I think these conversations are important. People should talk more openly about things like this.
Agreed. It's better to face these topics head on than sweep them under the rug.
Exactly. Ignoring something doesn't make it go away. It only makes it harder later.
Well said. So, what do you think are the most important things to discuss before marriage?
Let's see. I'd say values, goals, money, and family expectations.
That's a good list. Maybe we can talk more about those next time.
Sure. Or we can start right now. We have time, don't we?
Grinning. True. Let's dive in. But first, I need another cup of coffee before we get serious.
Same here. Let's order more coffee and continue this deep talk.
Ah, fresh coffee. Just what we need for a deep conversation.
Totally. Okay, so you asked what's important to discuss before marriage, right?
Yep. You mentioned values, goals, money, and family expectations. Let's start with values.
Sure. For me, values are like the foundation of a house. Without them, everything falls apart.
That's a great metaphor. So when you say values, what do you mean exactly?
I mean things like honesty, respect, kindness, and loyalty. You know, the basic things that define how someone lives.
Right. It's like if two people don't share similar values, they'll argue about everything, even small things.
Exactly. Imagine one person thinks honesty is the most important thing, and the other believes hiding small truths is okay. That's a recipe for disaster.
True. My mom always says a relationship without trust is like a car without fuel. It just won't run.
So true.
I guess values also include things like religion, traditions, and even lifestyle choices.
Yes. For example, if one person loves traveling and the other hates it, that can cause problems later.
I never thought about that. It's like tiny cracks that grow over time.
Exactly. Marriage isn't just about romance, it's about teamwork.
That's a nice way to put it. Teamwork makes the dream work, right?
Yes, exactly that.
So, what about goals? I think that's another big one.
Absolutely. You can't walk in two different directions and expect to reach the same place.
Wow, that's deep. So, do you think couples should discuss things like career plans or where they want to live?
Definitely. For example, if one wants to move abroad for work and the other wants to stay close to family, that can create conflict.
True. And money, too, right? That's a sensitive topic, but really important.
Oh, yes. People often avoid talking about money, but it's one of the biggest reasons for fights in marriage.
My friend once said, love may be blind, but bills are not.
That's a good one. So true. Money doesn't buy happiness, but poor planning can bring stress.
Exactly. I think both partners should know how they'll manage finances, savings, spending, or all that.
Agreed. Even small misunderstandings can create big cracks if people don't communicate.
Yeah, communication again. It always comes back to that.
Because it's the glue that keeps everything together.
You're right. So tell me, how does your family feel about marriage? Do they pressure you?
A little. My mom keeps saying, "You're not getting younger, Mia."
It sounds familiar.
Yeah, right? It's like every family thinks you must marry before you hit a certain age.
Totally. In my family, they say, if you wait too long, all the good ones will be taken.
Oh my goodness, that's so funny. As if people are items on sale.
Yeah, like limited stock available. Marry now.
Exactly. But jokes aside, family expectations can be really stressful sometimes.
For sure, especially when you want to make your own choices, but also don't want to disappoint them.
That's the tricky part, balancing your happiness with family traditions.
Yeah. My parents are traditional, so they want me to marry someone from our community.
And what about you?
Honestly, I don't mind, but I also believe love shouldn't be limited by community or background.
I completely agree. Respecting traditions is good, but choosing a partner should be about compatibility, not just culture.
True. But I also understand parents worry because they want what's best for us.
Exactly. Their intentions are usually good. They just see the world differently.
Yeah. They grew up in a different time.
You know, one idiom comes to mind. Old habits die hard. It means it's difficult for people to change what they've believed for years.
Nice one. And it's very true in this context.
Nervous, but I think talking openly with parents helps, like explaining what kind of partner you want and why.
That's a great point. I think open communication can solve a lot of misunderstandings.
Definitely. Silence only makes things worse.
So, if your parents wanted you to marry someone you didn't like, what would you do?
That's a tough one. I'd try to talk to them calmly. I wouldn't want to hurt them, but I'd also stand my ground.
Stand your ground. That's another nice phrase. It means to defend your opinion, right?
Yes, exactly. You got it.
I admire that. It takes courage to be honest with family.
True, but in the end, marriage is your life. You're the one who has to live it, not your relatives.
Absolutely. You know, I once read something that said, marry the person you can't live without, not the one others think is right.
Wow. That's powerful. And so true.
Yeah. Marriage isn't about pleasing society. It's about building a life with someone you truly connect with.
I couldn't agree more.
But still, the pressure is real, especially at weddings. Everyone's like, you're next.
I know. I always want to reply, no, I'm just here for the food.
That's hilarious. I'll remember that for the next wedding I attend.
Please do. Humor is the best shield against awkward questions.
True. You've got to laugh it off sometimes.
You know, it's funny how people think marriage is a finish line. Like, once you're married, everything's perfect.
Yeah, when in reality, it's just the beginning.
Exactly. It's the start of a new chapter, not the end of the book.
I love that line. Marriage is a new chapter, not the end of the book. You could write a poem with that.
Maybe I will. But really, I think people need to see marriage as teamwork, full of ups and downs.
Yeah, no relationship is smooth all the time. It's like sailing. Sometimes calm, sometimes stormy.
Nice metaphor. But when both people row in the same direction, the boat keeps moving forward.
I like that. So the secret is to keep rowing together even when waves hit.
Exactly. That's what love and commitment mean to me.
That's beautiful, Mia. You've really made me think deeply about this.
I'm glad. Talking about these things helps us understand what we really want in life.
Definitely. And it feels good to have an honest conversation like this.
Yeah. No judgment, no pressure, just sharing thoughts.
Grinning. We should do this more often.
I'd love that. Next time, maybe we can talk about what makes a strong marriage, like love languages, patience, and trust.
That sounds perfect. Let's make it a deal.
Deal.
Raises her cup to meaningful conversations. Clinks his cup. Cheers to that. You know, Mia, what you said earlier about teamwork really stuck with me. I've been thinking, what makes a marriage strong?
Good question. I think it's all about understanding each other's love language.
Love language? What do you mean by that?
It's a concept that says people express and receive love in different ways, like through words, time, gifts, help, or touch.
Oh, I think I've heard of that. So, if I like saying kind words, but my partner prefers spending time together, we might misunderstand each other.
Exactly. You might say, I love you 100 times, but if she values quality time, she'll feel loved only when you're actually present.
Wow, that makes so much sense. So basically, you have to learn how your partner feels loved.
Yes, it's like speaking the same emotional language.
That's beautiful. You know, sometimes people think love alone is enough, but it's not, right?
Exactly. Love is the seed, but understanding and effort are the water and sunlight.
You're full of metaphors today.
Maybe the coffee is making me poetic.
Or maybe the topic is. But seriously, that's true. Love without effort doesn't last long.
Right. Relationships need consistent care, like a plant. You can't water it once and expect it to bloom forever.
That's so true. I've seen people who stop trying after marriage.
Yes. Some people think once you get married, the job is done. But that's just the beginning.
Yeah, that's when the real work starts. Learning to live together, deal with differences, handle responsibilities.
Exactly. Speaking of differences, I think personality plays a huge role too.
Oh, yeah. Like if one person is introverted and the other's super outgoing?
Yes, it can create tension, but also balance if they respect each other's space.
That's interesting. I'm kind of in the middle. Not too social, not too quiet.
That's a good balance. I'm more on the talkative side, as you can tell.
I noticed, but that's what makes conversations fun.
True. But seriously, I think differences can be healthy. They keep life interesting.
As long as both people try to meet halfway.
Yes, that's the key. Compromise.
My dad always says, marriage is not about winning arguments, it's about solving problems together.
Wow, I love that. Your dad sounds wise.
Yeah, he's been married for 30 years, so he knows what he's talking about.
That's amazing. What's their secret, do you think?
Maybe patience? My mom says you can't have rainbows without a little rain.
That's so true. Every relationship has ups and downs.
Yeah, it's not always sunshine and butterflies.
Exactly. But when you go through storms together, you come out stronger.
You know what they say? A smooth sea never made a skilled sailor.
Oh, that's a great idiom. It means you become stronger by facing challenges, right?
Exactly. I think marriage is like that too. You learn patience, empathy, and teamwork through tough times.
Totally agree. And I think communication, again, plays a big role there.
Yes. I read somewhere that most couples fight not because of big issues, but because they stop listening.
That's so true. Sometimes people just want to be heard, not fixed.
Wow, you really hit the nail on the head there.
Hit the nail on the head? Nice idiom. It means exactly right, right?
Yep, you got it. I love using idioms. They make English sound so colorful.
I agree. And they help express emotions more naturally.
You know, one idiom that fits marriage perfectly is the grass is greener on the other side.
Oh, yes! It means people often think others have it better, even when they don't.
Exactly. Some people see other couples on social media and start comparing.
That's so true. But what we see online is just the highlight reel, not the full story.
Exactly. Every couple has problems, but not everyone posts their arguments on Instagram.
Imagine that. Today we fought about the dishes. Like and subscribe.
Oh my God, that would be hilarious. But it's true. Comparison kills happiness.
Totally. I think the happiest couples are those who focus on their journey, not others.
Yeah, every relationship is unique.
You know, I once read that a strong marriage is like two trees growing side by side, close enough to support each other, but separate enough to grow on their own.
Wow, that's deep. It means keeping your individuality while still being connected, right?
Exactly. People sometimes lose themselves after marriage, but balance is important.
Yeah, being a team doesn't mean losing your identity.
Exactly. Support each other's dreams, but also have your own.
That's so true. My cousin and his wife both have careers, but they still make time for each other.
That's the secret. Time. You can't build love without time and attention.
Yeah. You can't microwave relationships.
That's a funny way to say it, but true. Good things take time.
And effort. Like when people stop saying thank you or please, small things start to fade.
Exactly. Appreciation keeps love alive. Even a small gesture can mean a lot.
You're right. My friend once told me, never stop dating your spouse.
I love that phrase. It means you should keep making each other feel special, even after marriage.
Yes, don't let romance die just because you're married.
Absolutely. People forget that love needs maintenance too.
You sound like a relationship expert, Mia.
Hardly. I've just learned a lot from observing people.
That's a good way to learn, from real examples.
Yes, some couples teach you what to do, and some teach you what not to do.
So true.
You know, I once asked my grandparents what kept them together for so long.
Oh, really? What did they say?
My grandpa said, "We lived in a time when if something broke, we fixed it, not threw it away."
That's beautiful. People today give up too easily.
Exactly. Love isn't about finding perfection. It's about learning to grow together.
Wow, that's another quote I should write down.
You're collecting quite a few today.
Maybe I'll write a book, Lessons from Coffee Talks.
That would be a bestseller. But seriously, conversations like this make people think.
Yeah, it's good to slow down and talk about what really matters.
Absolutely. Marriage isn't just a ceremony, it's a journey of friendship, patience, and growth.
Well said, Mia.
Thanks, Alex. And I think with the right mindset, it can be the most beautiful adventure.
Totally agree. Wow, time really flies, doesn't it?
Yeah. We've been talking for hours, but it doesn't feel that long.
That's what good conversations do. They make time disappear.
Exactly. And this one's been so meaningful. I don't usually talk this deeply about marriage.
Same here. Most people only talk about weddings, the dress, the food, the guests, not the actual marriage.
True. The wedding lasts one day, but marriage lasts a lifetime.
Yeah, like they say, anyone can hold a wedding, but it takes two hearts to hold a marriage.
That's such a lovely saying.
So, Mia, if you imagine your future, your married life, what do you see?
I think I imagine peace. Not perfection, but peace. A home filled with respect, laughter, and faith.
That's beautiful. Not everyone says peace. Most people say luxury or romance.
Those things are nice, but without peace, nothing feels right.
That's so true. Sometimes just having someone to come home to, someone who listens, is enough.
Exactly. And I think emotional support is everything. When life gets tough, you want a partner who stands beside you, not behind you.
Wow, that's powerful. You should be a speaker or something.
Maybe someday. But really, marriage is teamwork, not a one-man show.
Yeah, like rowing a boat. Both need to paddle or you'll just go in circles.
Perfect example. So, what about you, Alex? How do you imagine your married life?
I think I imagine simple, happy life. Maybe a small house, 2 cups of coffee every morning, a little garden, and lots of laughter.
That sounds lovely. Simple happiness is the best kind.
Yeah, I don't need fancy cars or big parties, just someone who feels like home.
Someone who feels like home. That's such a beautiful phrase.
Thanks. I think when you find that person, you just know. It's like your heart feels calm.
Yes. It's not about fireworks. It's about peace and comfort.
You know, people often confuse excitement with love, but love isn't always exciting. Sometimes it's quiet, steady, and strong.
Exactly. Like a warm light on a cold night. Not too bright, not too loud, just right.
I like that metaphor. You have a poetic soul, Mia.
Maybe. I just believe love should bring calmness, not chaos.
That's deep. So, do you think there's a perfect age to get married?
Not really. I think the right time is when you're mentally and emotionally ready.
Yeah, I agree. Some people marry at 25 and stay immature. Others marry at 35 and are wiser.
Exactly. Age doesn't guarantee readiness, emotional maturity does.
So, how do you prepare for marriage? I mean, before even meeting the right person?
Good question. I think it starts with knowing yourself, your strengths, weaknesses, and what you want in life.
That makes sense. You can't build a team if you don't know your own game.
Exactly. Also, learning to manage emotions. Anger, ego, jealousy is important.
Yeah, because those things can destroy relationships if left unchecked.
True. You can't enter marriage expecting someone else to fix you. You have to grow first.
That's a great point. It's unfair to expect your partner to fill all your gaps.
Exactly. You should come together to share happiness, not to complete emptiness.
I love that line. Share happiness, not complete emptiness. That's gold.
Thanks. I should start writing quotes, huh?
You really should. But seriously, self-awareness is key.
And forgiveness, too, for yourself and your partner. No one's perfect.
Yeah, I think forgiveness is like oil that keeps the marriage machine running smoothly.
Nice metaphor. You're getting poetic, too.
I'm learning from the best. But really, forgiveness can turn mistakes into lessons.
Exactly. Holding grudges only makes things worse.
Yeah. And communication, again, it solves 90% of problems.
Absolutely. If you don't talk, small issues grow into big mountains.
True. It's like sweeping dust under the rug. Eventually the pile shows.
That's a funny but true image.
And I think another thing is gratitude. People often forget to appreciate each other.
Yes! Saying thank you or I'm proud of you goes a long way.
Right. Even small compliments can brighten someone's day.
And they remind your partner that you notice their efforts.
Exactly. Love grows through little things.
Totally. You know, my aunt once told me, marriage is 60% friendship and 40% love.
I like that. Because when love fades a little, friendship keeps things strong.
Exactly. You can't always feel butterflies, but you can always have respect and friendship.
Well said. And maybe humor, too. Laughter heals so many things.
Oh, yes. Couples who laugh together stay together.
That's an idiom-worthy line right there.
Maybe it should be. But really, laughter lightens even heavy moments.
Yeah. You can't fight while laughing.
True. I think humor is a secret ingredient in every happy marriage.
I totally agree.
You know, Alex, after talking today, I feel clearer about what I want in the future.
Same here. It's like we just went through a Marriage 101 crash course.
Yeah, without the textbook, just life lessons.
You know what I've learned most from this talk? That marriage isn't about finding a perfect person. It's about becoming the right person.
Nodding deeply. Exactly. You can't control who you meet, but you can control who you become.
Beautifully said.
Thanks. I think we both have some growing to do before that chapter, but it's good to be aware.
Yeah. Knowing what you want makes the journey easier.
And talking about it helps too. Conversations like this should happen more often.
Definitely. I think people would have stronger relationships if they communicated like this before marriage.
True. It's better to build understanding now than fix mistakes later.
Absolutely. And I'm really glad we talked, Mia. I feel peaceful.
Me too, Alex. This was such a refreshing conversation.
Yeah. Next time, maybe we'll talk about parenting or building a happy home.
One step at a time. Let's get married first. In theory, at least.
Fair enough. But hey, we've got the mindset ready, right?
Definitely. Mentally, we're halfway there.
All right, philosopher Mia, time to head home before the cafe closes.
Giggling. Philosopher? I'll take that as a compliment.
It is. Thanks for the deep talk. I'll probably think about this all night.
Same here. Let's do it again sometime soon.
Deal. And maybe next time I'll bring a notebook to write down all your quotes.
You better. Good night, Alex.
Good night, Mia. Take care, and don't forget to dream big.
Always. You too.